afternoon. My name is Kevin Campman. I'm a retired technology analyst who still does some consulting and writing on the side. And my wife and I are both involved in the information technology business and have been for some time. My wife's computer tends to be problematic for some reason. About 2 or 3 years ago, one of these things failed, these M.2 SSD drives, and we had to recover about 40 or 60 gigabytes off of that for her. And at that point, we put an online backup system in place so that we wouldn't have that problem again. Well, the challenge with the online backup is you've got to get the data back, and it's not as fast coming back as it is going up. And then about a month ago, she started running into problems with her computer. And lo and behold, we replaced the drive we replaced that with, this decided to fail. So the computer essentially failed to boot, and I decided to help her out by taking a look at the drive and seeing what was wrong with it. As it turns out, the data was there, appeared to be there, and so I just copied the data files to a drive on the internet and had her copy it back down to a newly installed disk. Unfortunately, there was enough damage to the drive that the subfolders for her data weren't there. And at that point, since I still had this drive available to me, I didn't overwrite it. I put it on a laptop, connected it with one of these SATA connectors that goes to USB, and acquired the Stella data recovery product. The recovery of the data was very straightforward, and we got all the data files back, and in fact some of the application and operating system files as well. However, that wasn't my goal. I had already replaced that drive. So I would suggest when you use the product, save some time and don't bother copying Windows or the application files. Go for the data, because you'll be reinstalling the operating system anyway. But I was very pleased with the amount and quality of data. Everything was recovered. It took longer than it should have or necessarily should have because I copied Windows and the applications. And so this is my tip. Don't bother. You're going to need to reinstall that stuff anyway. Unless you don't have the original applications and so forth, and you could recover that as well. But it's going to take longer. Just to let you know, we just wanted the data. Could have saved hours if I hadn't let it pull in Windows. But it would have done that successfully. In fact, it was there, and it was slow, but it got everything. So I'm very pleased with it. I subscribe to the professional version. You never know when you're going to need it again, and it's very handy for dealing with media that has failed. So I give it my endorsement. I was very happy with the job it did. Very easy, very straightforward. Good luck.